Well, hey everybody, John Ritlin here, and this is my review of SmackDown Live from Dayton, Ohio. And yes, solo review. The Derb is unfortunately sick, so there will likely be no 205 Live NXT review tomorrow. I will not be doing one either. I will have other content, but anyway, just wanted to say that is why. Derb, get well, rest up, brother. You have more than earned it, and feel better, and I will see you again for Monday. So yeah, an interesting SmackDown. There were some problems I had with it, and I'll get to it right now. But you had heel Shane start off. He is the best wrestler in the world with that little, Saudi Arabia trophy from Crown Jewel, signifying that he is the best in the world. And he cuts a heel promo saying he's tired of people, latching onto him and everything. And he got sick of Miz. That's why he beat up Miz and beat him up in front of his father, making his father watch. Shane is a sick, sick man. Also needs to work on that submission, because that submission was pretty damn shit. It can be effective. Shane's version of it was a little bit shit. He did, I believe, say, there were a lot of "We Want Kofi" chants also. He did say, I think about Mrs. Father called him baked potato face, which was pretty funny. Shane did heel it up here. It is good that Shane is actually being a heel. He probably should have been a heel sooner than this. And we're getting Shane versus Miz at WrestleMania 35. Well, Shane issues the challenge to Miz, so no doubt Miz will be back next week to accept. Honestly, this really needs to be Shane's last match. I'm really sick of seeing him in the ring. I will say that as far as, I guess, long-term story building, they've done decent with this. I knew where this was going the instant Shane won the Best in the World trophy, but I don't know. It should be a decent enough match. I don't really buy into the emotion of this, but a heel Shane versus a face Miz is certainly more interesting than I thought they were going to go with it. And then we have a 4-on-4 match with two teams on each side, Aleister Black and Ricochet and the Hardy Boys versus Nakamura, Rusev, and the Bar. The Hardys did not give a TV entrance. The Bar did not get a TV entrance, or barely one. Nakamura and Rusev, they must hate Nakamura's theme because he's not getting an entrance all that often. Still, as far as the match, decent, good exchanges. Ricochet got beat up a bit. Everybody got in their spots. Matt, however, is limping a lot. I really think that Mania 35 needs to be the last match he has. He looks good. He still moves decently well, but he was limping badly. Now, to be fair, the guy's been beat up a whole lot, but I wish that he would retire, and maybe Mania 35 is going to be it, and then he's going to step into a backstage producer role. I don't know how long their contracts are, if they sign in 2017, if they're 2 years or 3 years. But honestly, it needs to be the end for Matt and Jeff. They need to step out of the ring. They need to get these guys that really can't go that well anymore out of the ring, make them producers, this kind of stuff. Just do something like that. Producers, agents, whatever. I love the Hardys. I just don't want to see them unable to ever walk again. They've beaten their bodies up enough. But it was, it was a good match. Things that end up breaking down after we came back from commercial break with another rest hold. That seems to be, the thing when they do the picture-in-picture thing, and they have, the show, or they have the commercials here and the show up here, or something like that. And then we come back with a rest hold. But when things broke down, everybody hits a move, like Aleister hits, somebody, and da-da-da-da-da. Everybody hits that. And then suddenly New Day runs down and causes a DQ by beating up the heels, pretty much like Nakamura and Rusev beat them up last night. And the Bar got beat up also, since the Bar had, not last night, but at Fastlane. I understand how days work. But, and then how Kofi got beat up by the Bar at Fastlane. And the match, it was painfully unnecessary. Storyline-wise, I sort of got it, but it was painfully unnecessary. So, yeah, that happened, and New Day's pretty pissed off, and Kofi apparently is going to get an opportunity from Vince McMahon tonight. We'll find out about that. The Usos are backstage walking down some stairs. Who will they face at Mania? Where the fuck is Sanity? Where are the Good Brothers? I know the Good Brothers may possibly not renew their contracts in September. Not that I fucking blame them, because they haven't been used. They've been used for all of jack and shit in the past few months. But where's Sanity? Really, where the hell is Nikki Cross? Why isn't Nikki Cross involved in the SmackDown Women's title picture? I mean, for fuck's sake, you have people here. Use them. You have 26 days till Mania as of this show. 26 days. I know it sounds like I'm frustrated. I mean, there's good things going on in WWE, but they need to really work harder at this. But anyway, I don't know who the Usos are going to face. Hopefully multiple teams. Excuse me, apologies for my voice. Just make it a multi-man match. Make it a gauntlet match. I don't know. Styles and Orton with a promo. Orton out there first mentioning, about something about Dixie Carter and, just railing on AJ's indie career, that AJ says, for somebody that doesn't like the indies, you paid an awful lot of attention to my indie career, and calling Orton's RKO a knockoff Diamond Cutter, which it is. And I will always say that, even though Orton delivers it greatly, it is a knockoff Diamond Cutter. He mentions, stealing the people in the indies, mentions this, a too sweet symbol, the NWO did, the Click, the NWO, whatever. Orton seemed to have his feathers ruffled, though, after some other lines. I encourage you guys to go watch this promo to catch them all, but because Orton was stepping over, stumbling over some of his lines here and kind of having some issues. It seemed like he really got ruffled by AJ. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. I don't know how good this feud's going to be, but at least it's something for them to do, and it's a fresh match, so I'm for it. I think it could actually be pretty good, even if I don't like both guys personally, given their behavior outside the ring and given who AJ Styles is outside the ring, and you know what I'm talking about. Still, in the ring, it should be a pretty damn good match. And Asuka makes her entrance, and they said, "Enter the Empress." I would love to, and so would many. Moving on. Asuka versus Sonya with Mandy at ringside. I feel so bad for Sonya. I almost said Sandy. But then, Ronda would have denied that because she's an idiot. But Sonya. I would have loved to have seen Sonya have a really, really competitive match with Asuka. It wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. It was decent for what it was, but it was a very throwaway TV match. And then they did the apron spot thing, the apron skirt, tripping up Sonya, sort of. It was better at Fastlane, even though it was sloppy. Sonya ends up getting trapped in the Asuka lock and scissored in 1, 2, 3. So there we go. And then it seems like, I guess Mandy's upset at Sonya, and Sonya's like, feeling bad because she cost Mandy Why are they making Sonya appear weak? I mean, really. Sonya should be somebody that is seen as strong. Now, I know I'm not saying make her champion right now, but she is somebody that deserves a whole lot better than they've been giving her. Because Sonya is the star of the team. I just don't see it with Mandy. I know some people do, and that's fine. But yeah, this is sloppy. I don't know what you do with Asuka. Lacey Evans hasn't appeared. Have it be a multi-woman match. Something. Gauntlet with elimination. Have it be an elimination match where all the women are in at the same time. Asuka, Sonya, Mandy. I mean, even though you would have to throw some other women in. Nikki, Lacey Evans, throw Mickie James in there or something like that. I mean, not Mickie James, she's on Raw, but throw those 5 women I mentioned. Throw them in there. Why the fuck not? Throw Naomi in there if you're going to do that. I mean, I know they have a women's battle royal, but don't just slot so many of these women in the battle royal. Actually, fucking do something with them. This is goddamn embarrassing. Asuka deserves better than this. The SmackDown women's title deserves better than this. There has not been a super long reigning champion, really, besides Charlotte. I just don't fucking get it. But anyway, we then get an Iconics promo. They want to face Bayley and Sasha. It's probably going to be the Iconics, Bayley, Sasha, the Divas of Doom, Natty and Beth Phoenix, and Nia and Tamina. Fuck it, throw the Sky Pirates in there. Throw everybody in there. Why not just make it multi-people matches, for half the card? That's what worked for WrestleMania 2000. Well, even though that was mostly multi-people matches, but I digress. A Becky promo. Becky throws a crutch away. We didn't need Becky and Charlotte here. They're fighting for the Raw Women's title. Keep them on Raw. Have them do this promo next week. I'm not saying I don't love Becky. I do. I'm not saying I don't respect that Charlotte's a great heel. I do. This wasn't needed. Focus on the women that you have on SmackDown. They're going to Raw. Just do that. Fucking do that. Like, God, it's just so fucking ridiculous. But anyway, that's really all there was. It was decent. It was some nice exchanges and everything. I mean, Becky got off a few good lines. You can watch this one on YouTube. It was what it was. And then we have Ray and Truth versus Andrade and Joe. Ray had a weird outfit. I don't really know how to explain it. It was good. It was good stuff. Good TV tag match. Zelina tried to get involved. Carmella pulled her outside the ring. And what happened is Ray ended up pinning Joe, with a weird roll-up and everything. So there we go. 1, 2, 3. Joe goes nuts, attacks Truth, attacks Andrade. So we're probably going to get more people slotted into like a ladder match for the U.S. title at Mania, which I'm for. Have that open the show. That would be tremendous. You just throw Ali in there, throw a few people in there. I don't know. I mean, I don't know really besides Ali who you would throw in there, but, throw some names in the comments. But I think that would be pretty good. It's really the only way you could really spice it up at all if you're going to keep it up with these 4 guys. So just have Ali do it. So, have Ali thrown in the match and a couple other guys. Maybe throw some people from NXT in there. And then we get Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus Owens and Ali, and they're going to have to add more L's to Ali's name because he's taking more L's. He took an L at Fastlane, he took the pin, and then he took a pin here. It wasn't a bad match. It was well worked. Rowan ended up doing the Iron Claw, slam and pinning Ali. Fine match for what it was. And earlier in the night, Daniel Bryan and Rowan left Vince McMahon's office and said that Daniel had suggested an opportunity for Kofi Kingston. They had talked about it. And then we get to that, where Vince has an opportunity for Kofi and, mentions to the crowd, people like you, but yeah, people like you. Well, it's the same guy said the N-word in front of Booker T. Yeah. And I know that was 2005. Yeah, it was 2005. That was still stupid. But anyway, New Day interrupts Vince. Passionate words from all of them. Passionate words from Kofi. He wants to, what do I have to do? What do I have to do and everything? And Vince says, well, Daniel Bryan thinks that you're a B-plus player. We're going back to that shit. I get it. We don't need to revisit this stuff. We don't move forward. I mean, yeah, I guess everything kind of comes full circle. Okay. It is what it is. Bryan becomes what he hated, what he fought against for so many years. I know he's the corporate champion, that kind of stuff, or the planet's champion. But now Kofi's like, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? I will say that this segment was better. They need to get Vince off TV. I don't know if it's a USA Network call or what, but they need to get Vince off TV. He just doesn't have it anymore. But Vince says, here is what you have to do. You have to face this man, and Randy Orton comes out. And then Samoa Joe, and this man, and the Bar, and then Rowan. Face them all in a gauntlet match next week, and if you win, you get to get your golden opportunity at WrestleMania. Okay, so we're getting another gauntlet match. They're overdoing the whole gauntlet match thing after everything's been, after so many of them have been pretty successful, like on Raw and then on SmackDown earlier this year. Can't overuse match concepts like that. I get what they're doing. Kofi will win. I hope. I don't know if he's going to win the title because I still don't think Vince is that smart. But we'll see. B, it's on par with Raw. Polls somewhere up there. I know it sounds like I'm down on this. I just want WrestleMania to be good. But they've stumbled a lot with this road. They really, really have. They're putting a lot of roadblocks that they don't need to. And sure, some of the cards shaping to be good. But I don't know what I hope Kofi wins the title, but I don't think Vince is that smart. But anyway, leave in the comments what you think. Agree, disagree, what I said. Like, share, subscribe. Twitter handle in the description. I am John Ritlin. I will see you soon.